he beat a minor again. And then he touched her. And then it said unripened fruit. This show is so sus. This show is beyond sus. This is ARARAGI, bro. And we're living in it. Now, what's the important stuff? Mayoi snail. It's not as bad as the crab god. There's an issue with not being able to go home due to the status of like her divorced parents. There's some family problems that we need to resolve or else we're never gonna get there. Senjougahara got the note she's coming over. We're still waiting. Hanakawa pulled up for a bit and we were kind of talking. She's so sweet. She's so delicate. Complete opposite of Senjougahara. What else happened? That's pretty much it. ARARAGI just abusing a minor. Let's see what happens today. Yo. Feed yourself, dumbass. She terrified of her though. Snails! Feed her ice cream. She's asking for it. She got the flesh. It's actually crazy because there was like some crazy bite mark injuries that you could see like his like skeletal muscles. She did eat his flesh. She ate the vampire flesh and blood. By the way, part about you having gone to your mom's house before was true, right? Don't tell lies. I love pausing frame by frame to understand what the hell is happening in the story. I see. She got lost along the way. Oh, fuck! Okay, I see. She got lost. Fuck! Stop! She got lost along... Fucking stop! It's been so long. Jesus fucking Christ. This is so annoying. Chilling. Okay. Most likely not. She'd come across a snail, so maybe she'd been before. But wait. Why did Hachikuji come across a snail in the first place? I don't know. Just snail popped up. A reason. What's the reason? That's the reason we need to figure out. There was a reason why I was attacked by vampires. One for Hanakawa Senjougahara too. Some trauma, some problem. The snail tried to like offer her a solution. Okay. Reason for Hachikuji as well. Hey, I know this is a simple-minded way to look at it, but it's not like your goal is to get close, get to where you're going. It's just to meet your mom, right? Very insensitive of you to say just, but yes. In that case, can't she come and meet you? Maybe mom doesn't want to go meet the daughter, man. Maybe mom doesn't give a fuck about her. That's impossible. Actually, it's pointless. Hachikuji replied at once. I would have done that from the beginning if I could. Maybe she's bedridden, but I can't. Remaining. Ghost. I can't even call my mom. Only thing I can do is visit her like this. Even if I know I'll never... Why can't you call the mom? She can't come out and visit. She just stuck at the home forever. No communication. Alright. Was anything else there? Ghost remaining. What the hell is this, bro? Nisiosin. Anyways, there it is. That's the author's name? Okay. True? Damn. Like topic of divorce, you know, and living with different parents and like for a 5th grader, you know, to talk like this, quite mature. I mean, he kinda let mom down for Mother's Day. Before high school? Yeah? What happened? Okay. What happened? Puberty? Okay. He got washed. He peaked in middle school and couldn't keep up in high school. And then the pressure started to stack up and he decided to become a dropout. That's why you're gonna be bitchless forever. There it is. She wasn't saying that's why you're always gonna be a virgin. That's why you'll have no girlfriends. That's why he'll never grow up, says Karen. No, not really. Yeah, the mental age, the maturity. Shut up! That's crazy. There's no way you're actually making a groping motion talking about a 5th grader right now. After I punched you out. Kiss is less priority than titty grab, huh? You would think that a titty grab would be something people might do first before a kiss, though. I feel like kiss is way more intimate than like a titty grab. Anyways. Anyways. Bribe her, bro. Jesus Christ, you talk about fondling a grade schooler. Now you're gonna pay her money for it? Dude is straight up pedo. Yikes. Her bites are so dangerous. What guilt, bro? I think he liked it. Thank you is crazy, bro. At least he didn't say not bad. What's the big deal, huh? Her purity is gone. Who knows? Unfortunately? I've never had the chance. Okay. Unfortunately, though? Jesus Christ. Not even to his sisters. Yeah, pretty much. Those bites are actually dangerous. What if a non-virgin touched you? You wouldn't be sullied? A virgin's touch is more disgusting? Jesus Christ! He do it? He didn't do it. No, he didn't do it. No, he was trolling. And begun forcibly subjecting her to severe what? You know, sometimes we can just laugh about these kind of jokes and say haha. But there's also times where it's just like, is the author like self-inserting himself as the main character here? You know? Like, how do you like defend this? You defend this by saying, oh, you're not cultured. That's right. In the anime community, culture means you are pro pedophilia. You like lollies, you know, you talk about doing it, you're pro this. You are cultured. I just think that's actually so fucking retarded and like basically sets us back, and it's so hard for people to appreciate anime more. This is the uncomfortable stuff from Japanese culture that I just choose to just turn a blind eye to, because there's more to anime than just this. You're sorry? She should be sorry. Now these are the clips that like, yeah, people would tweet and basically say anime was so based back in the day, so cultured. Straight up. So many people would take this and be like, yeah, back in my days when, you know, there was no tourist around. Tourist basically means people who call out pedophilia. Gatekeeping means that like, oh, we must like be pro pedo. Culture means that like you enjoy like this kind of shit. It's just like, what kind of culture is that? I would prefer to be a tourist then, please. No, he's not as bad as Rudy though, because this is a high school student, right? The thing that a lot of people are also ignoring right now is that Araragi also is a minor. So in terms of like how much like violation offense, there is more like defense you could do for Araragi versus like a 40-year-old man. You know what I mean? Anyways. She's good at biting. She scraps a lot? Yeah? You fight your sisters? That's a lot of that. Cap. It's cute when she messes up the words.
仕方がありません。誰だって言い間違い。それとも荒木さんは生まれたから。
ないとは言わないが、少なくとも人の名前を噛んだり。
生もみ生もみ生も
We're
み。
doing this again? No, we already did a tongue twister.
生もみだ。
お前だからな。
生ママモだなんていやらしいです。
I don't know, it's a wordplay on titties.
っていうか、意図的に言おうと思えば、生ママも。
Namamamamamamamamama anyways. That felt like a loop.
どうもしないよ。
Isn't she hungry?
妹ちょっと憂鬱になっちまっただけだ。
謝るということは胸でも揉みま
No! I'm gonna hold your word to that. Alright, you better not in the future episodes.
妹とちっと口論しちまってな。
私のお父さんとお母さん、取っ組み合いじゃないですよ。口論の方です。
Divorce.
というのもなんですが、仲のいいご夫婦だったらしいのですよ。私は仲良くしているお二人というのを見たことがなかったんです。お二人はいつも
Man, divorce is destroying families. Poor kid.
好きです。もちろんお父さんのお父さんとお母さんは喧嘩をされ、
And I guess she lives with her dad now?
私は好きなんです。
Okay.
そっか。
だです。お父さん、お母さんのこと本気で嫌いになって
Maybe mom's just a bitch.
いいんです。
Could that be the snail shit? Dad not wanting, you know, her to see mom is the reason why we can't even go?
私、お母さんのこといつか忘れちゃうんじゃないかって。このままずっと好きじゃなくなっちゃうんじゃないかって。
That's actually so sad. Things got really serious all of a sudden.
他の女の匂いがするわね。
And we back! That entire section was actually so tragic. Poor girl caught in the middle of a divorce. She loves both parents, but now she's afraid that because dad doesn't want her to go see mom, that she's gonna forget about mom and she'll forget about the love entirely, man. That's actually so sad. And then who comes in Senjougahara? She does not like the smell of Hanakawa here, bro. Clearly she's not talking about, you know... she ain't talking about Mayoi, right? She's talking about Hanakawa, right?
他の女の匂いがするわ。
Oh, good. She pissed off.
おう、戦場があら。
How could she
このシャ
tell?
ンプーの香りは。
But this isn't even like a closed room. It's open public. You can still smell her shampoo?
かしらね。
お前わかるの？
ある程度
Specifically.
あららできるのと。
Oh, you can do that? Well, I think some guys can actually do that. They memorize girls not by their faces but their ass. Anyways. Look at all these different names, bro. To be fair, all these asses are like the identical shape here. Straight up, all 16 asses here are like identical, but they got different names.
できるのと同じようなものと考えてくれていいわ。
そんな特殊な能力を披露した覚え。
できないの。
No, can
やり
you?
そうなリアクションをする。
いい立派な出版をしたあんた
Has he said that? When has he said that?
元気な赤ちゃんが産めると思ってって。
Who said that?
私に
Did he?
ただの変態野郎じゃねえか。
She's gaslighting.
羽川さん来てたのね。
まあ。
What the hell? She just gaslit the shit. Maybe these are like her thoughts. She's projecting her degeneracy onto Araragi. Maybe.
まあ来てたよ。もう帰ったけれど。
It's impressive she knew
通
though.
りかかったんだ。で、
Competition? Some dangerous eyes. It's actually so impressive that she remembers Hanakawa by the scent of her smell the shampoo, and the shampoo is still lingering. Her smell must be crazy.
聞いてきたんだろ？戦場ヶ原。
Yeah, what's the... Come on, what's the advice?
荒木、謝らなければいけないそうよ。
Why?
さ
Huh?
謝らなければならないこ
The
正しい
details.
事実が一つある視点から観察したとき、違う結果が出たとする。
Okay.
その時かを判断する方法は本来ない。自分のこの世にはないのだと。
と？
でも、だからって自分が間違ってら
So you're not right or wrong.
あの人は見透かしたことを言うわよね。
Kind of. Very, very pretentious.
何言ってんだお前。って大野か。この状況にそんなのあまり関係があり。
迷い牛から解放される方法は
That's right, snail cow wordplay.
ついていくから迷うのであって、カタツムリから離れれば迷いはない。
Abandon her. Abandon Hatsukuji and we will no longer be lost. But she's still gonna be lost though.
行くから迷う。
カタツムリの場合、 対象となっている人間の方から
Yeah, like we approached her.
荒らぎくんがカタツムリから
Abandon the girl. Let's leave.
じゃないだろ。八くじがだよ。
Just leave her here.
でもそれなら別に自分からカタツムリについていってるわけじゃないじゃないか。
I don't
だ
know.
から私はあなたに謝らなくてはならないのよ。でもそれでも言い訳はさせてちょうだい。悪気があったのにわざとでもなかったの。私はてっきり私が間違っているんだと思っていた。だってそうでしょう。2年以上もの間私は普通じゃなかった。私の方が間違ってると思ってしまうのも
This is getting really deep.
おい。
じゃよね。
Why does it feel like she's gonna kill her?
妹さんと喧嘩して家に帰りたくないあららぎ。
Very descriptive. Yeah, that's what happened. Leave her.
私
Wait! Why were you pointing? She can't see? She could never see? You don't exist.
私には見えないのよ。
But she's there. But she's not also right over here. The snail in the shadows. I am confused. What the fuck just happened? Oshino is basically saying like, you follow the snail, you follow the oddity, you're gonna get lost. So we can stop getting lost by just getting out. But she is the snail. But she's still impacted by it. Obviously, we can just go home. But like, how do we separate her? How do we save her? Maybe she needs to stop trying to go see mom. The whole act of trying to go see mom is getting you caught up with the snail? And if you just ignore mom, things will work out? I don't know.
前の話です。あるところで一組の夫婦がその関係に終焉を迎え、娘は父親が引き取ることになりました。
Okay. Ooh, no creepy
ど
imagery.
んな思いも劣化していきます。と驚きました。
She's gonna forget more
自
and more
分の
about
母親
mom.
の顔が思い出せなくなっていたのです。
Sad.
が本当に自分の母親なのかどうか
Does she
わ
even
からなくなっ
exist?
ていました。娘は母親に会いに行くことにしました。その年の母の日に娘はたどり着けませんでした。
Sad.
母親の家にはたどり着けませんでしょう。どうしてでしょう。
Because she's forgotten?
本当に
'Cause
ど
the
うしてなん
snail?
でしょう。だったのに。
Yeah, hold up. Now 10 year goes 10, but how does that make sense though? Grade 5. Grade 5 is what? 12 years old? 10 years old? Wait. The numbers aren't working out anymore. Senjo can't see her because she's dead. This doesn't make sense. She's not real? Like Senjo straight up can't see her because she's dead? She's a spirit? She's the snail? I don't know. What the fuck? The timeline of this is not making sense at all.
時が
What the fuck?
ほんの10年ほど前の終焉を迎えました。
And it's so obscure because her physical shape is just the same the entire time.
劣化していきます。どんな思いも劣化していきます。自分の母親の顔が思い出せなくなっていたので
This is a mindfuck
母親の
flashback.
写真なのかどうかわからなくなっていました。だからその年の母の
But she
日
couldn't reach her.
けれど一人娘はたどり着けます。
Is this supposed to hint that like she died here? I don't know. It's not a very good look of her just like on the ground looking dead.
にはたどり着けませんでした。どうしてでしょう。
And then a snail is sprouting. Ugh.
確かに
The light was green and then hit by car.
その一人娘というのが
Traffic. Car. Didn't get isekai, but she's a spirit now. 10 years ago this happened. And now obviously she can't go because she's dead. Bitch, why didn't you tell this to us? You wasted 2 fucking episodes wasting Araragi's time trying to go to mom's without telling that it's impossible because I'm actually dead. Whatever.
お色だった一人娘というのが私です。
ずっと迷ってるっていうのか。
Yeah.
目的地にたどり着けなかったものが巡り巡る巡礼。
loop forever and ever.
八九時
でも
But we can touch her though.
八口が見え
But
てねえって
Senjo
いう
can't.
だってお前普通に
Yeah, why were you pretending
見え
like...
ないわよそんなの
But like last episode, the way that you were looking back and talking... Why did you play along with it? I don't know. I guess she was just entertaining Araragi.
なの見えていたのはブツブツ独り言を言って最後には一人で暴れ出した荒らぎ
All the minor abuse... But what about Hanakawa though? Hanakawa saw Araragi abusing a minor though. She did. She made specific comments. But the difference between us and Senjo is that Senjo is no longer supernatural. Because Araragi but Araragi still has like vampire stuff. Like, I'm trying to think like, because she's been free of the crab stuff, she's a normie. But like Araragi and Hanakawa, they still might have that vampire cat stuff that's lingering. Therefore, they can still like see like lost spirits, like haunted stuff like this.
独り言を言って最後には一人で暴れ私に見えていたのはブツブツ
No, Hanakawa also mentioned, I don't like going home. I forget specifically what she said, but I remember making a comment about it. Where she's like, I think I pointed it out, right? I think I pointed out a line where she said she doesn't like being at home. So Araragi doesn't want to go home either. Both of them has like house issues, therefore they can't see her. It's that.
荒らぎくんだけ何をしているのか全くわからなかったわ
Well, I'm glad that she didn't see us abusing a minor. But Hanakawa still did. Hanakawa still saw that and she still supports Araragi. She is delusionally madly in love.
でもそれならそうと言ってくれれば
だから言えるわけないじゃないわそんなことがあれば荒らぎくんに見えるものが私に見えなければ、私は普通に思う
She gaslit herself.
そうかまたおかしくなっただなんて思いたくなくて思いたくなくて僕にそんなことを思われたくなくて見えていない八九時のことをそうかカタツムリに行き合ったのは僕だった
Yeah, she's the snail.
押野さんがこう言っていた条件っていうのは家に帰りたくないと望んででもそのくらい誰でも考えることよね家庭の事情なんて
Hanakawa too, exactly. She has house
あいつも
problems.
またそうだった
Yes, a warped one.
けれどね
That sounds like some future arc stuff, huh? I don't know exactly what's going on with Hanako back home, but it sounds really sad, tragic.
荒らぎくん迷い牛への対処はとても簡単なのよ
Just separate.
最初から
That's
離れ
right.
ればいいのよ
Just abandon it,
それだけ
bro.
のことなの
Leave the kid.
そんなそこまで強力な怪異でもないまず大きな害はない
だからなん
That's kind of, I don't know. It feels like sad and depressing that we just leave the kid here. Even though she's dead and she's not real. I mean, she is real, though. We can interact with her. Just abandon the kid and go home. Something about that feels wrong. And she never gets her closure. She will never get her closure. That's really sad. At least feed her. At least give her an ice cream and leave.
なんだよ戦場ヶ原僕が聞きたかったのはこいつを八九時をどうやったら連れて行ってやれるかってことだ
分かってるの荒らぎくんその子そこにはいないの
She's there, but she's
そこ
not.
のよ八九時迷いその子は
Hmm.
もう死んでるのだからその子は悪て
Yep, she is the snail, bro. So now
そ
what?
れがどうした
痛いです荒らぎさんこの方のせんたし私は
黙ってろ聞こえなかったんだよな戦場が
Let him cook. What can you
こい
do?
つは僕に対しても羽川に対してもでもないことを抜かしやがったんだ
He really doesn't want to give up on her, huh? Yeah.
わかるか戦場が原からって会う人間全員にそんなセリフを言わなくちゃいけない奴の気持ちがお前にわかるってのか
That line wasn't a random line trying to be quirky. Literally trying to prevent people from getting close to her. But she's so lonely that Araragi eventually made it in. And now she's just hanging out with him because she's so bored and lonely. That's so tragic. That's actually so sad.
そんなセリフを言わなくちゃいけない奴の気持ちがお前にわかるってのかわからないぞ
But he can empathize with it.
それでも自分が道に迷ってる時に一人でいる時に気持ちをそれでも 僕もお前もだろ。
But what can we do
お
about
前
this
には見
though?
えないし聞こえないし匂いすらも感じない。それだからこそこいつを届けるのが
But does a mom even
僕
exist
の役目
still?
だ。
Like, it'd be really cool if you could resolve this. I feel like just abandoning the kid would just leave such a bad taste in my mouth, you know? It just feels so tragic. But then what? Like, it's impossible though. She died trying to get to her destination. That's why she could never get there. Do we even know the mom still exists here? I don't know. There's no way of communicating either because the mom can't call a fucking dead kid. That also makes sense now. What can you do about this? And another thing is, why does he care so much? It was kind of like that with Senjo too in the beginning. He has this like inclination of wanting to help others in trouble. And like, maybe I don't have to think too deep about it. You could just say, main character, he has a savior syndrome. Or I don't know, he can like do the stuff that happened in Spring Break and all the fucked up supernatural stuff. Now he will never just sit back and he'll try to help others in need.
こいつを無事に母親のところにまで送り届けるのが僕の役目だ。
I think Senjo respects him there when he said that.
そう言うと思ったわ。
Okay.
ようやく実感できたわ。荒木くんのこと。
Okay.
ねえ、荒木くんの抱えていた問題がバレちゃった時、私に声をかけてくれたわよね。どうしてかしら。そして私だから助けてくれた。
She's asking what I just asked. Why do you help?
そうじゃなくて単
He's
純
helping himself
に
maybe.
荒木くんって
Yeah.
助けるって
Like what does help with this? What is the savior complex? Why does he feel the need to save others? Is it because this is his way of saving himself? Something as corny as that? Like the idea that like broken people wants to fix everything, but like themselves, you know?
荒木くんって誰でも助けるだけなのね。
助けるってそんな
でも会に行き合ってから2年以上、私のたくさんいたけれど、荒木くんだけだったから。
そりゃまあ
Damn. Look at the lighting there, bro. It's like Araragi is God or something. Everyone else ignored her, minding their own business, and then showed up Jesus Christ.
荒木だけだったから。
そりゃまあ僕は僕だけだろうよ。
But what's different about you?
押野さんからの最後の
I think she liked that a lot. She said like, I think I have an idea of like what you are, but now I know for sure. Now that he stood up for Hachikuji no matter what. These are like more green flags. I don't think he himself is realizing it, but I think he's charming Senjo more and more as he shows, you know, as they interact more.
押野さんからの最後の伝言よ。荒木、今回に限り使えるだろう。
Oh, a little trick. Wait a minute. There's a plan B.
じゃあ行く。もちろん綱出さんのお家よ。
Yeah?
I love you.
Whoa! What?
おめでとう。
He passed the test. Him not abandoning the lolly was it. He's like, yeah, this guy's a hero. This is it. I love him. Wow, okay. I think that Hanakawa coming in here with the shampoo made her desperate though. If Hanakawa didn't pull up, would Senjo have made this move? I don't know. I feel like Senjo kind of advanced her plans, but like she is moving fast. This is like episode 5. Already we're in. Oh my god. Yeah, her English is really good, man. Last episode too. Why does she love him though? Because he is a hero. Because he is selfless. He's not doing this. I don't know if why was he doing this to save Senjo, or was it doing it to save himself? Regardless, he's different. He stands out. He never like begged for her to be the girlfriend, which was like the first like, oh shit, I kind of respect him. And even now too, the way that he doesn't give up is charming. It's nice to see.
おめでとうございます。
Why does she sound jealous? She's not jealous. Why would she be jealous? But the tone. but the tone.
おめでとうございます。
Kid, you're too young for this shit. But she can't grow though. Technically, she's like 20 if you add in the past life versus the 10 years that she's lived after life. But she's forever stuck in a lolly mode. Anyways.
迷い牛の怪異としての属性が幽霊であるのなら、そこには 情報的記憶とはつまり知識だ。
ついたわ。
Okay. Is the house still here
僕のよ
though?
うな土地勘のないものはもちろん、戦場ヶ原でさえ迷わせること知らないことは
No, it's
知
an
らない
empty lot. The house don't exist no more.
知っていても対応はできない。
Obviously they moved.
例えば区画整理を選択したルートを使えば迷い牛では対応できない。徒歩で10分かからんもかけて僕らは目的地にた
An
どり着いた。
hour. Jesus. This is some what's that show? Chunibyo, man. That's some Chunibyo, some spoilers alert for Chunibyo stuff. Remember that? Trying to go back to our old house and boom, it's an empty lot. Mama ain't here no more. What are you gonna do about it?
戦場か。
ええ、間違いない。
こんなことってあるのかよ。
Aww. Imagine this isn't. Imagine that basically the idea here is she can never move on until she has been convinced of herself that she has reached the destination. We actually don't know where it is. This is an empty lot. Senjougahara went on an hour detour to get to some place that's 10 minutes away apparently. So let's just imagine that this is a random fucking place. And a very plausible place where mom doesn't live anymore, you need to move on. And by gaslighting Hachikuji, she too can move on from this loop that she has set up for. And by lying and deceiving a minor, we can help her. This is some fake closure. But I don't know if my theory is correct. Poor kid! Mama! Welcome home! And she's gone. It worked. If it was real or not, who cares? But it worked. I just want her to say, that was bullshit. I made it up. It worked though, didn't it? And she keeps looking at her. She's always just like a predator just haunting a prey, bro. Looking at Araragi's reactions, what he's thinking, he's smiling, he's happy, he's proud that like Hachikuji moved on. And this sends further signals to Senju that yeah, this is the man. This is my, you know, the one that I love.
お疲れ様でしたよかったわ。
Halfway
今
cool!
回働いたのは
Cap!
お前だろ。
確かにそうかもしれないけど、ところで荒木くん、
I love you. Ooh, that hard.
Mother.
What the hell? She confessed!
どうするの？
いや、お前ちょっとほら。
What if this is a test though? This is another test for Senjo's true love to be. After she confesses to somebody, they cannot accept it immediately, or that's a cheap man. So he must reject here, and then she'll be like, ah, you passed another test.
お前ちょっと勘違いしていると思うんだよ。ほら。
あれは口実よ。荒木くんの方から告白させようと思ってね。
Oh my god, that hit tilt.
安心して。私は本当のところ、
Yeah?
荒木くんにそこ。
Okay.
だって荒木くん、誰でも助けるんだもの。
He's a hero.
助けられたのが私じゃなくても、例えば羽川さんを横から見ていただけでも、
Hanako
私
mentioned
は別に感じていたと
she
思う。
likes that.
まあ、ちょっと大げさな物言いになってしまう。荒木くん、ただ荒木くんと話すのが楽しいだけ。
Okay.
でもまだそんなに話してないだろ。
No, we've talked a lot. We've maybe talked for a couple episodes, but goddamn. And I'm sure that's just the end. And I can't even imagine the light novel, the amount of discussions and the amount of conversations we'd be having. Hours and hours of yapping.
強いて言うなら私はただ荒木くんと話すのが楽しいだけ。
まだそんなに話してないだろ。
No, we have.
だからもっとあなたと話したい。なんていうか、こうした感じなのか
Wow.
もしれないわね。
そっか。
Does she deserve him? This is a crazy question. Does she deserve him? I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I think Araragi might be better than her. I think he's too good for her. I'm gonna make a lot of people mad with this. But right, because like think about it. And this is just episode 5, so who knows how this relationship will blossom later on. We barely know her. We saved her. She falls in love because of the savior he is. He reached out and saved her 2 years of fucking trauma and bullshit. He dealt with that shit. And then he goes on and saved this kid today too. And she loves it. She's like, damn, green flags after green flags. It's kind of one-sided though. She sees the greatness in him. He is just kind of existing and is hanging out with her. I feel like she is the winner in this if Araragi becomes her boyfriend. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just like, I don't hate her, but the more I think about this relationship and like what each other has done for each other, the more I realize like Araragi, like, he a high value man. He's got a lot of potential, you know? Even though he is abusing minors, they're dead, right? Yeah. He fondled, you know, a dead ghost or whatever, but like, something about this feels like she is getting the better end of the deal. Which sounds crazy, but like, think about what we've seen and talked about so far.
荒木くんを好きになる努力をしたい。
そっか。
持ってくれてもいいのよ。
Okay.
愛情に飢えているちょっとやビーチャーを惚れ込むメンヘラ処女に。
Love-starved psycho virgin who falls for anyone who shows her the slightest bit of kindness. She's aware. This is what I'm talking. Okay, you know what? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. When I talked about who's getting the better end of the deal, you know, this is exactly what I was thinking about, and she's aware though. Yeah. I need some time. What the fuck? Okay, don't. Okay, reject her on the spot then. I need some time to think about my answer. Then no. How about I don't know you, but just like how you said you need time to learn how to love me, I need time to learn how to love you. Okay, so it's a rejection right now, but let's meet back in 2 weeks.
分かってるよ。現時点でかなりみっともないと思ってるさ。でも、世界から条件を出してもいいか?
What is it?
条件みたいなもんなんだけど。
Okay.
約束。
Man.
何かしら。
The background piano, man.
ふりしたり、見えているものを見えていないふりしたり、さえなしだ。もしも意見が食い違ったら、その時はちゃんと話し合おう。
I think he just passed another test. This condition had nothing to do with love or romance or confessions. It had everything to do with Senjougahara keeping it to herself because she didn't want to seem crazy when, you know, Mayoi was mentioned.
その時はちゃんと話し合おう。
Honest communication.
お安いご用よ。
じゃあ行こうか。すっかり。
If like, there's a lot of red flags for Araragi and that has to do with all the pedo lolly shit, but like the words that he espouts, the way that he handles business, like it is profound. It is the most like anti-simp answers I've ever had. How many characters will be on their fucking knees just like begging to like lick her shoes and be like, oh my god, I need you to be my girlfriend, oh my god, and then for like he's not desperate. Yeah. He's not desperate. That's the thing. You can sense that even though Senjo is on the offensive and seems to be commandeering the conversation because she has like dominant energy, it still feels like she's the one chasing after him, right? He does. It is most opposite of isekai like ReZero Subaru. He doesn't chase after her. He just lives his life in a based way, and by doing so, the girls were like, "Damn, this guy's so sick."
じゃあ行こうか。すっかり暗くなっちまったし。
Oh.
一応言葉にしておいてくれるかしら。
What is it?
言葉に。
Yeah, what are we? More than friends, less than lovers. What are we?
流行るといいよな。
はい。
Huh?
戦場ヶ原。
Senjo fascination? As in, like, he wants to fall in love with her. Like, I want more time so that, like, I want to, like, fall in love with you. Let it cook. Oh, it's the sisters again.
来年の母の日は出ないという約束を交わしたのが 良かったのか。
いつを選択するってお兄ちゃんが起きれば選択始められ
The way they pull the bed sheet is so cute. Just, we saw this at the end of last arc too.
朝には妹たちの怒りは無事に解けたようだ。
Damn, he almost died. Mayoi! Lolly's back! Hey! What's up?
お前
No! Rarararagi.
何してんの？
I don't know. Is she back to hang
と
out?
言いますかだから幽霊として
Yay!
階級特殊
Spirit can get promotions. She has dealt with her problems. She has been okay. Honestly, I don't want to know, but I really want to believe that Senjougahara gaslit her. Like, I think it would be so funny if we genuinely did not know where her mom lived. We picked an empty ass lot, gaslit her into having closure, and now she has, because it doesn't matter if it's true or not. All that matters is that she knows that, like, she has her own closure done. Doesn't matter if it's true or not. She got genjutsu'd, and now promoted. She's enlightened. Now she's wandering. Let's go.
階級特進というわけです荒らぎさん私しばらくはこの辺りうろうろ
Yeah, you're gonna wander my neighborhood?
見かけたら話しかけてくださいね
Oh, that's because, like, you know, it's a lonely spirit. It's a lonely lolly. If you see me around, please speak to me, man. No more, you know, I hate you. Get the fuck away from me, because she, you know, tried to prevent people from seeing her, because if they saw her and they, you know, interacted, they would get lost, you know, and that's why she prevented push. But imagine how lonely you get. And now she got like a good closure and she's saying, you know, come talk to me. That's actually so wholesome, man. And that is another arc of Bakemonogatari. That was great. That was genuinely great. What I loved a lot here is the mindfuck during the flashback where she says 10 years ago. And I'm like, 10 years ago? The hell? 10 years ago? You're barely 10! And then we realize, oh shit, she's a victim, you know, of divorce, but also wanted to go see her mom on Mother's Day, and she died, and therefore she can't ever go, and she's stuck here forever. She is the snail, man. The oddity. And ARARAGI and Hanakawa, a lot of foreshadowing, you know, a lot of hints that Hanakawa's family is also like, something is bad at home, man. Senjo is the only one, you know, that's doing well now. ARARAGI and Hanakawa don't want to go home, but Senjo's like, nah, I'm chilling, bro. And on the topic of Senjougahara and ARARAGI, like, their relationship has been blooming. They've been blossoming. I think that she feels threatened a little bit by Hanakawa. I don't know, but clearly this is the ship. And when she says, I love you, it was after she's confirmed. Like, she has been carefully observing him, sniffing him out, asking questions, and expecting answers, you know, that is befitting, I guess, of a love partner. And everything ARARAGI has done so far, again, if you ignore the dead minor abuse, right? It's extremely profound. All the things that he said, the way that he wants to save anyone and everybody. Because he maybe relates to how he was in despair back in the day and he doesn't want other people to feel that way. He's not desperate. He's not simping. He simply is himself. And because he's so based, he gets her. I love this. I love how we have a main character that is not simping. I love those characters. Like, so many times we have main characters that all they do is chase after a girl and whine and complain and cry, and they're just a fucking cuck, right? But then every once in a while you get characters like this. I think the last time we had another character like this was, I mean, Index also I think is a good example. Not Index, but like Toma from, you know, Toaru, the series. In how he just blatantly himself, he's a hero, right? And he does his own thing, and by him being a hero, he charms other people and they follow him, right? And then there was like another anime just coming top of my mind is Quintessential Quintuplets. Quintessential Quintuplets is another anime where the main character, so based, he don't give a fuck about the harem. Nah, he's just doing his thing, locked in. And I love those kind of characters. And the way that, like, again, the power right now, I think lies in ARARAGI. Senjo, even though she seems to be the one in control, she is chasing after ARARAGI because he's not desperate. And even his one condition that, you know, when he He basically didn't give her an answer about the I love you, but he said, let's communicate, right? Don't lie to me from now on. You know, let's communicate. Great fucking answer. Great episode. And a wholesome conclusion for Mayo Hachikuji. That's it for me. If you're still here, though, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like the video. Check out the other playlists for even more content. And until next time, take care.